today's toy spot, we are having a look at the DC Collectibles, DC Comics Green Lantern, John Stewart. Another figure to build out the Justice League that we've been having a look at over the course of the last several reviews. And last several review spot's been having a look, I say last several, it's actually a while back we were having a look at some of the other Justice League members. And now we can add John Stewart to the mix. Figure looks really great. I'm not sure if I really am keen on the green eyes, but we'll see. We'll get this guy out of packaging. Spanner on the side of the packaging measures approximately 6.75 inches tall and is sculpted by Robert Linders. On the back, the other figures, now these were the other figures that we've had a look at. Superman, there's Batman, Flash, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, and Aquaman. There's also Green Lantern, Simon Baz, as well as Shazam. To check out more, head over, and if you, actually, by the way, if you want to check out more, you can go to www.comicshoplocator.com. And funny enough, a segue, if you will, I used this, was it a couple months ago? A couple months ago, I was trying to find a new comic book store. Put in my postal code, because I live in Canada, put in my postal code, and bingo bango, I actually was able to find a new comic book store. And that's the comic book store I go to now. So it does work. Take it from me. Spot will take a break, though. I'm going to get this opened up. When we come back, we get a better look at the DC Comics Justice League Green Lantern John Stewart. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. With John Stewart out of packaging, you know what? The eyes actually don't bother me as much as they did initially. I guess I've warmed a little more up to them than I did before. But it is different to see the Green Lantern member here with green eyes versus just regular eyes. I would almost be more inclined to maybe pick up two of these if there was a version that didn't have the green eyes. If there was just a regular version, I probably would have picked that figure up too. It's a good looking figure. It really is. It's not perfect, and while I really love this metallic green that they use, which I think is the same metallic green they use for Hal Jordan, the one problem with this figure is that when you move the arms, I've already got a little bit of that green flaking off, and I hope it's not going to be an ongoing problem that this shoulder especially, there's a lot of green that's worn off. So I'm wondering, rubbing the arms, maybe moving the arms isn't going to be so bad, but I do feel like maybe paint might start coming off a little bit more frequently. He has the sculpted in ring, which is a nice touch. Some of the older DC Direct figures usually just resorted to a blob. So at least this actually has a sculpted in ring. A nice touch. But I can't stop looking at the green. The green is vibrant. I love that color. The green, of course, is in his boots, his little side arm gauntlets here, and then, of course, his top of his torso. The Green Lantern emblem or logo is sculpted, so it's actually not just a flat piece. It's raised. The ring is raised as well as the logo, and the white area is recessed. Some nice musculature here, and it also looks like he's got like the fabric stretch in the leg area there and around the torso area. A small detail, but a detail I really do appreciate. Once again, though, his face is not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. It's actually a pretty good look, pretty good sculpt on John Stewart here. And he's got more of a brush cut, I guess, per se, than a full hair treatment. So it's a bit of a departure. I don't follow the Green Lantern comics much anymore. Maybe that is how he looks, especially maybe in the New 52. I don't know. But a good figure. In the way of his articulation, well, John Stewart does still have a fair bit going for him. Ball joint in the head, and posability in the head is fantastic. I love it. Arm articulation hinges out, rotates all the way around. He has a single bend at the elbow, but he does have a rotation, at least in his bicep, that compensates for the fact that he's so limited here. It has no arm, no hand movement, no wrist movement, I should say, nor does he have waist movement, and probably because they didn't want to break up the sculpt on the torso section here. As for his legs hinge forward and back and out via a ball joint section. Ball joint. He has a single bend at the knee, and a hinge in the foot. I find, though, the feet on this Jon Stewart, it's a little loose. It's not bad, but it does feel like it's a little loose. And that's the problem when it comes to figures. Really, essentially, feet support everything. When you start getting really loose ankles on a figure, that's when the figure starts having problems standing. So far, he doesn't stand so bad. Display stand also would have been nice, but I don't want to sound like a broken record. I say that for every review, and I don't want to keep doing that. But as a whole, a great-looking figure. He's going to go well with the Green Lantern Corps, I guess, for starters, because we already have Hal Jordan. But more importantly, he's going to look great with the other League members. And they're the collection of all the figures. Some figures I've gotten rid of, but of all the core figures that I've got, the Justice League from DC Collectibles are still figures I keep. Like, those are still some of my favorite figures to this day. And Jon Stewart, I think, really is a great addition. He's taking everything I like so much about Hal Jordan, and again brings his own thing to the table, especially with the green eyes. Initially not crazy about it, but I gotta say, it's warming up to me. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the DC Collectibles Justice League Jon Stewart. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.